The Lumberjills have come a long way. Now the hometown Derby team draws in crowds of fans as the stands are packed with an outpouring of support from Plattsburgh. But the journey for many of these ladies all started years ago, moving along different paths in life.
It's more sport than show, like it used to be. It's just a really amazing, empowering sport. Well, some of us went and saw the movie Whip It, and we were really interested in roller derby after that. The movie kind of makes it seem like it's super easy to get on skates and start and join a roller derby team, which is not the case at all, but it definitely sparked interest. And there's a handful of us that wanted to find out where there's roller derby closest to us. So we found out that there's a league in Montreal, and then there's also a league started in Burlington. So we went over, and it happened to be like the week later after we saw the movie that there was a bout over in Burlington. So we went over there and just like instantaneously fell in love with the sport and the camaraderie between women.
And things just took off from there. By spring 2010, the league was in its infancy, steadily if slowly gaining attention in the area.
We originally started by the water treatment plant in this parking lot that nobody used because we couldn't find another wide open space, and it was just really funny because there's like seagulls and there's the smell of the water treatment plant. We're trying to learn how to skate, and it's like gravel, and we had to like push broom it off and like draw on our track.
There are 3 main positions in derby: the blocker, the pivot, and the jammer. That's the one who scores the points.
Jamming, one of the hardest part is endurance, because the goal of that position is that you have to keep racing around the track as fast as you can, lapping other players. And part of the endurance is getting hit and getting knocked out of bounds, getting up, and like just trying to get around people. So you have to be really agile, as well as like just really able to go for sprint for 2 minutes straight while being hit.
My job varies. I mean, in between from being in a wall or trying to break up the other team's wall or trying to hit out the jammer. My job is to pretty much not let the jammer get by from the opposing team and to help our jammer through. Roller derby is the activity where you can be the person that you are not in your everyday life. I mean, we have people on the team who are, physician's assistants and teachers and just numerous jobs that you wouldn't think that these type of people would play a sport that's this different.
I'm a stay-at-home mom, so a lot of my life is based around my kids and at my house. I read an article in the newspaper that there was a league starting, and I showed it to my husband and laughed and said, wouldn't it be funny if I joined the roller derby team? And he encouraged me to try, so I gave it a try. So roller derby gives me a chance to get out and socialize and do something that's purely for me. When I tell people that I play roller derby, they're really surprised because they see me as like a quiet, smaller person, and they think of roller derby as like throwing fists and fighting and being really aggressive. So I joined, more for the exercise, but kind of to step out of my comfort zone and do something unexpected and to kind of, explore different sides of myself.
Erin McGill feels like she's living a double life, derby girl by night, first grade teacher by day, though there's some overlap between the worlds.
And the kids are kind of wide-eyed, and when I'm on my skates at the bouts and they see me, they're just like, whoa. But I get that when I go to like the grocery store too. The kids don't expect to see you outside of your classroom and kind of like living a life outside of teaching. None of them call me Teaching McGill. They always still call me Miss McGill. If I'm not here at school, I'm working on something for roller derby or practicing or getting ready for a bout. It's a nice balance because at school, I have to be kind of like a motherly figure to these children and make sure, they're learning everything that I need to teach and kind of be there for them. And then roller derby is like my thing where I can go and get a lot of activity and exercise and feel good about myself and kind of give me that energy that I need to do this job.
Erin built another bridge between derby and work by helping revive the school's roller skating club.
I was really excited because I found this big bin of roller skates and I was like, oh boy. And once I started roller derby, I wanted to have the kids be involved and have roller skating available to them. So during the winter months, the school supported that, and they wanted to get the kids active during the winter months when they can't maybe go outside as much. So that's when they sponsored having the roller skating club. The kids love it. It's really good exercise. When the kids first start, they're falling all over the place, even more so than today. And it's just kind of nice to see them grow like that strength in their legs and to be able to stand up and get like their legs going the right way. I think they just have fun, and they definitely realize the difference between a sport like roller derby and what's appropriate here at school, because we have such great school rules, and the kids it's reinforced all day long. So they know that they can't be like hitting like Miss McGill when they're out there. But like today, there was one little boy that was sitting next to me, and he said, "Oh, Miss McGill, they're being too rough, like you would if you were playing roller derby." So they know the difference. It's just kind of funny that they realize that Miss McGill can do that, but they can't.
On and off the track, the Lumberjills are unmistakably proud of their home. Their name was inspired by the local access to mountains and forestry, while the plaid uniforms keeps with the North Country flannel feel. But they still weren't sure people would actually turn out for their bouts.
We held our first bout last year, and we had no clue how the community was going to react to us, because it is a little edgy, and we have drag queens that are our cheerleaders, and that's a little controversial. Some of our names may not be what people would like. So we weren't sure what was going to happen. And Plattsburgh has like opened their arms, and we have such a great fan base.
They were expecting something totally different, and then they see what we do and end up liking it, and liking that it's more of a sport and less of just kind of a comical fighting type of an event.
For the area, it definitely is a little different, and I mean, I don't think it's been anything but positive in the Plattsburgh area, for considering all the the local groups that we help out, fundraisers that we do, volunteer work that we do, and it gives Plattsburgh something different, and to be more open and accepting, and to have fun with something new.
There's that passion in the community to see more happen, and they're getting behind people who want to do that. So I think any opportunity to make Plattsburgh stand out on the map, that we have things going on, we have people active and all sorts of things, I think is what the city is really pushing for.